Greetings, educators. What you are about to see is a different way to kind of review for the milestones or even review for a test. What I have done is taken and made 4 different signs with the multiple choice. This is a way to get our students up out of their seats. As we know, this is a time that we kind of drain them with constant repetition and reviewing for state tests as well as tests for our classes. So this is basically another way of getting up out your seat to answer questions. The students will be divided into 2 teams. Each team will have 10 questions that they're going to work together in small group. You can use as many questions as you would like, but they're going to work together in small group to sort their answers, their questions, based on their correct response. That way it gets them up out of their seats. It's an easy way for the teacher to basically see their answers very quickly. Also, as you're playing this review game, one way to make sure every student is involved in his or her team is to give each student a question to actually answer. Today I will be demonstrating using my Boys and Girls Club students in an after-school program. This is 5th grade. They will be reviewing for life science. They're going to be given a total of 10 questions. Each student in the group is probably going to have 1 or 2 questions that they are going to answer. Once they finish putting their 10 questions along with their selected response, as a team, they're going to come over and see if they agree with where their questions are placed. And then once they feel like they're finished, I will go and check and see how many they got correct. Afterwards, we will actually go over. I'm going to give them a printed copy. I apologize for that interruption. But after they finish checking it as a group, I'm then going to give them their own printed copy of those 10 questions, and we're going to go over the answers. So they will have something that they can go home and study. All right, if you look here, basically these are the tables at the Boys and Girls Club. I kind of put the questions out, scattered them out so that when the students came in, they just grabbed a question, read it, their own individual question, and when it either ran, walked fast to place it where it needed to go. I did not show the students' faces, only different parts of their bodies. You may even hear some discussion. The girls did a really good job with, they got stuck on a problem, trying to help one another say where they thought that it went. And this is just some getting up and placing them and sorting their questions in order. Once again, you will not see the students' faces. I do apologize for that in advance. All right, in this section here, that's basically them going over their answers before they basically call me over to check. So it's kind of like doing a self-check, and they're really involved in talking and speaking with one another about do they think they need to move some things around. This is basically their final results. One of the groups basically got all 10 questions right. The other group only missed 1. And the one that they missed was one that they had a really deep discussion and no one could decide. My boys was a smaller group. However, one of the things I realized seeing them work together, those 2, I didn't have them basically have a relay or compete against one another. I actually let them work together. And they did a wonderful job discussing the concepts and where they thought that it should go. So as they were working and I was just observing them, it made me think this is probably something you can do in a smaller group. Perhaps have a peer tutorer where you're with the smaller group with your low students or maybe your SPED students, and have them truly really read and think about the questions and really talk through the multiple choice responses before they put them there. Or it could be a teacher group. If you have maybe a parapro or another set of hands or a student teacher in the room. Or besides doing it as a relay where they're running up, sorting them, it can basically be put the kids on the floor, let them get comfortable, and just let them work in small groups to place them. I'm very proud of my 5th graders because they did a wonderful job really communicating the standard. So once again, thank you for viewing my video. I will be posting more videos about different ways to review to kind of get our students up and moving out of their seats, because they do get so tired of sitting in seats in every class period, every day. And sometimes they do want to get up. If you would like to look at some more review games or resources, I'm actually a middle school teacher. So if you visit my Teachers Pay Teachers page, The Many Faces of Felicia Michelle. Thank you.